So, good morning Ohio and welcome to another episode of our vlog. And the nice thing is, as you see, we're already here with the guys, and today we're at German Racewars. So this is the German version of the Racewars we know from various Fast and the Furious movies, various events in California. And yeah, what I'm gonna do now with the Supra, I'm gonna go to the registration for the quarter-mile race. So I'm gonna register myself. We will see the car today, do some pulls on the quarter-mile, and yeah, then we're gonna grab some food first because I was getting up like at 6 today. I had like 1.5 hour drive to here, and I'm gonna go to the registration. Then we're gonna catch some cars, and as said, we will see what this day will bring. Alright guys, so we made a registration, we have our sticker, and we're now gonna put it onto the car, and we got to go for quarter-mile racing. So what I'm gonna do now is I still want to grab some breakfast because I hadn't had anything this morning, and we'll look for a coffee, and before we put the sticker on the car, and then I'm gonna catch some pressures for you guys. Okay guys, running, yes. So quarter-mile time. We're gonna mount now the cameras everywhere in the car. Eric is prepping the Civic, and then we go for a little ride. I had a fantastic coffee. Oh, give me a second, my phone is ringing. Okay, so right back. Sorry for the interruption, but it was Toby, the guy with the other Civic. You know him already, asking where I am, and I should send him my location. So we're gonna mount the cameras now, in and out, and yeah, let's do some quarter-mile action. Can't wait. Alright, so we are in front of the quarter-mile, and we are driving against Eric in the Civic. Then we have our other two bodies in the red Colt and in the white GTI, and now the car is on. Check the sound. Alright guys, so I hope you like the impressions that we catch up for you. So look at this is crazy. All these guys waiting for driving the quarter mile. Between us we're gonna have some lunch. The run versus Eric was very okay. The Supra runs perfectly, runs super smoothly. I guess the Civic had a turbo issue and something went wrong, so we go for another run later, but I keep you in the loop. Okay, short update. We don't have lunch because the queue starts there and goes all the way around. We're gonna wait a little longer. We're gonna check what's going on at the quarter mile. Yeah, we're just hanging around, and let's see what else we find next. Guys, so we had a very nice run for hey, don't smoke in my video. Fuck's sake. There you go. So we had a pretty nice run in the Supra on the quarter mile. Actually at the moment they say the quarter mile is closed because their chart doesn't work anymore, and I don't know, but I think that Eric had something in the Civic that didn't work out. That was the reason why he did not or could not accelerate like he wanted to do. So, oh, look at the cars. I'm sorry, I need to show you these cars. Okay, yeah, so one thing we have here is we have fantastic cars, and we're figuring out this somewhere here's like a drift track. Where's the drift track? We don't down there? Okay, so the guy said down there, so we gonna now check the drift track and maybe find some drifting cars. Actually, if the name is Drift Media, I'm not into drifting. Maybe I'm too stupid for it. But coming back to what happened to Eric in the Civic. So he didn't have any boost, but we will check the footage later. We now check where the drift guys are, right. Some drift footage, and you guys now are watching some clips, and hopefully the queue at the food court gets less, yes. So we can eat something for lunch. Finally, and at 2 p.m. lunch. There you go. That's so not German. Okay, guys. Yeah, it does. So you're now watching some footage, and I hope you enjoy the video so far. Alright guys, so I think this was my first drift experience being so close with the camera. It was pretty cool. The event owner or the event staff said, hey, you can sign a small contract and we're gonna give you a yellow vest and you can go on the track and can film as well. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know what to say. So I'm now gonna try to grab finally some lunch, and after we did so, we're gonna go for another ride in the Supra on a quarter mile. And yeah, while I have some lunch, you guys now watching some car. But guys, before we do so, that drift experience, oh my lord. Between us, I never was into drifting. I only was things like quarter mile or doing racetrack laps like we did in the AMG GT in Hockenheim. That was my jam. But that drifting there, that rocks. Let me know in the comments if some of you guys are drifters. I would definitely be interested in a whole event only worth drifting in. I'm gonna check if we find something like this, and now I'm gonna grab some lunch and you guys watch some clips. Alright guys, so sorry for the perspective, but we now are racing a Golf GTR. No, it's a VR6. Yes, it's a VR6. We will film it as well. I think we're gonna lose because
we'll see.
We see. Okay, and I hope you like the drag etching from Eric's car, and I hope you enjoy the clips. And we directly follow up with driving some quarter mile, and yeah, let's see if it works out. What do you think?
We're gonna see. I don't know.
We're gonna see.
I don't know how good his traction is.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if they have like 5 guys in to have the traction down. I think it's a monster. Okay, this is the thing. If you go for drag racing, you underestimate these other cars so fast.
You do.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so you guys are now watching some footage of me losing against a VR6, and after this, I think that's it for today. So we're driving home. We need to wash the car. You will join me there as well.
Yep.
I don't know what we do, to be really honest, because that event is a real blast.
Really
absolutely.
Yes.
Also the drift scene. I'm absolutely not into drifting, but this really kicks. Okay,
Sick.
Wow. I swear to God, I could smell feel the rubber in my face when they were like drifting on the wall. It's
Insane.
amazing. Okay guys, you now watch some drag action, and yeah, let's see if we win. Ikimashou. Es wird spannend.
Ich bin bereit. Das sieht gut aus.
Alright guys, so as you see, we're not at Racewars anymore. The reason here for is I'm super tired. It was a super no, let me turn the camera so you see me a little bit better. So the reason we're not anymore at Racewars is pretty simple. It was super exhausting. It was a blast of a day. I'm super hungry. I have like 200 more kilometers to go to home, so I'm gonna eat something first, then we're gonna go wash the Supra, and yeah, we're gonna recap the day when we're at the wash park. So I have some food now, finally. I don't know, I'm talking the whole episode about that I want to have some food. It didn't work out yet. Now I'm gonna get some delicious food, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. So we had some wonderful food.
直進です50分、66リッチタングウィースバーデン。
Alright guys, so we cleaned the Supra, and fun fact, we find another Supra. So it's I think this wash park gets more and more to the Daikoko of Rhein-Main-Gebiet, I don't know, it's absolutely crazy. So in summary, we've been today at Racewars. We started super early. The ride up there was a little pain, but from my point of view it was okay. I mean, the good news is the Supra is named a BMW. The performance on the Autobahn, you can't complain, and that's the highest rating you can get from a German. So we drove quarter mile, like 2 runs, we won both. I'm still sorry for Eric that his blow-off ventile screw went off, so next time we will challenge that again. And I'm absolutely stoked. The Supra is clean, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, what a day. And crazy. Well, that said, every episode comes to an end. So if you're still watching the video until that point, go and hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, it's for free, and it really helps me much. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers, bye bye.